um, Hero of Crystals and Chai, and I'm going to be doing some tarot this morning, and this is what I'm using. I don't have a way to flip the screen. I apologize. So it's Tarot of the Woodland Wardens. First, I'm going to clear the air and cleanse. This wasn't a planned live. It just all of a sudden got to go live. So here I am. What does it mean to hear today? Top card, please. What does the collective mean to hear today? Top card. Judgment. This card a lot myself. The guidebook. I'm not very good at Roman numerals. There we go. Judgment. I love this deck because they match, and it's just really neat. So the community is Judgment. I'm going to read Judgment now. Judgment is a card revelation, signifying the knowledge and wisdom gained after a long and challenging journey. In this card, a bright blue butterfly soars above the clouds, wander, filling the world. Beneath her, and I don't know how to pronounce this, conchitas emerge from her long sleep, ready to join her in flight. Both butterflies and conchitas are symbols of transformation. The butterfly only emerges after undergoing metamorphosis from egg to larva, larva to pupa, pupa to adult. Each stage is unique and looks completely different. Conchitas, too, undergoing significant change. Conchitas lay their eggs in trees, and when those eggs hatch into nymphs, they fall onto the ground and burrow deep into the soil. Some conchitas nymphs only emerge underground after 13 or 17 years, shedding their exoskeletons and becoming adults. The upright is good news, is on the way. You're working hard to get where you are, and your efforts have not gone unnoticed. It is time to celebrate. So it sounds like we're all about to go through a transformation. How does that message resonate with you? I know that we are about to go through a lot of change, a transformation. Because remember, a butterfly. Hello and welcome in. But yeah, butterflies, they are caterpillars to begin with, for a butterfly. And they all go through that metamorphosis. So it's a pretty big transformation. But that's for the collective. But put in the comments, what do you think the next transformation for you is? I mean, I have a lot of things that are going on for my own transformation. For me, I'm going to start doing these lives a little more because I'm going to be doing tarot remotely online for people. So this is me practicing and getting used to working with people with tarot. But yeah, what is your transformation? What does transformation mean for you? And like I said, butterflies go through a very powerful transformation. They start out as that caterpillar, they get into their little cocoon, and then it takes a large amount of energy for that to do. And to move. Yeah, transformation is movement, that is for sure. I mean, and this can go all across the world for transformation because the earth is always evolving, but that's a whole other bigger thing. So whoever needs to hear this, there's going to be a major transformation. I know for me, I know what it means because I've never really done tarot before and I'm learning. And I think this is my next big step because I'm going to be doing tarot with energy healing as well. The client can either do tarot or I can combine the two. And that's what I plan on doing. And that to me is a big transformation because tarot is a lot of energy. Hey, Marie. But yeah, for those who are joining, I did a collective draw, and this is judgment. Now, when you think of judgment, it's kind of like the death card, but not quite as extreme. People think death and they think, oh my God, I'm going to die. No, it's transformation. I understood most of what you said there, Joe, but yeah, they can fly really high in the air. And that's another form. The transformation basically is about, like I keep repeating, and I'm also doing this for the replay, people who are coming in. When a butterfly, they start as a caterpillar, they do their cocoon. And they were also talking about in the major part of it, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's cicadas, cicadas. They're also undergoing significant transformation. So, as a collective, transformation is going to be huge. And me practicing this is a huge transformation. I never used to do tarot. Tarot, it's a lot of energy in tarot. I slowly started out with Oracle, which is a little bit less, still is powerful, but a little bit less than tarot. Tarots have the suits and everything else. So this is me practicing. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yes, if you resonate with this, leave a comment on how this is going to transform, be a transformation for you. But yeah, transformation, judgment. And I think I'll do another draw here. Does anyone have the one they want me to do for them? What is the collective? Another message, please. Top card, please. I also do tarot a little differently. I don't do the spread necessarily unless I'm asked to. I know there's many different spreads, but I ask spirit to help you, and it's basically like one card. And I am really new to it, so I know there's many different ways you can do it. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it either. Okay, top card. The Lovers. see what the lovers has to say. Trust and intimacy go hand in hand, or wing and wing. For our finch lovers, the birds see each other as they truly are, flaws and all, and find safety and love in their bond. For finch carries apples for the tree of knowledge, the symbol of fertility and intellect, while the other carries flaming branch for the tree of life, a symbol of vitality and passion. These biblical references to the Garden of Eden mean our lovers are the original Adam and Eve from all human life that was created. Above them, a ladybug soars, wings open, a symbol of good luck and fortune. The ladybugs bless the lovers' union, wishing them enlightenment along their journey. So, healthy relationships are flourishing and love abounds. Love offers many delights, but perhaps best and scariest of all is closeness with someone who sees you in your authentic self and then loves you for that. So, having that relationship with people, having to show your true self. So, for me, showing my authentic self can be kind of a little intimidating at times because I'm a fairly private person. The first instinct I get is being a witch. And not everybody sees being a witch as a good thing. I think it's a beautiful thing. But also clients and things and getting to know your client, and it's more of a relationship and having the trust for someone. When you're getting a reading from someone, you want to trust that person isn't just giving you a pile of malarkey. You want to know that you trust that person and how they're showing up for you and helping you. So, your relationships with people and being authentic. What are your thoughts? How does this resonate with you? Interesting how the book says the tree of life and the tree of knowledge and the tree of life, but I'm not seeing them in here. So for the replay, if this resonates with you, let me know what you think. How does it resonate with you? It's fun to practice. It gives me an idea. I get like ideas in my head, certain words and stuff. So it's starting to work. I was told that as I do this, my abilities will kind of come to play and just to trust my intuition. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so another card for the collective. What does the collective need to hear? Does anyone want me to pull a card just for them? I'm working with the tarot of the Woodland Warden. It's just the cutest card set, and it's illustrated by the author, Jessica Rowe, and I just absolutely love this. I found out that I am Fae, or um, yeah, Fae, fairy kind of thing, and ever since then, things have just been clicking for me. So I wanted to get a tarot set and an oracle set that represented that. I think they're adorable, but I wanted something that represented my face side and my witchy side. So that's why I have these. So the next card, the Three of Wands. Well, I'm starting to get used to where things are in here. I think I am. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. As the boar gazes across the vast sea, we are reminded that we do not know what may lie ahead. The boar is a formidable beast, confident, strong, and courageous. In Norse mythology, the boar Gullinbursti is the companion of Freyr, the god of prosperity and fertility. Gullinbursti, golden coat, lights the way in the darkest for Freyr, and the boar's strength is unmatched by any beast. The boar watches from a distance as his ships begin their journey upon a golden ocean, carrying the weight of his goals and aspirations as well as his hope that they may soon return to the fruits of his labor. Fortune favors the bold, and boars are the embodiment of boldness. So you, the upright, you set the stage for your project, and now you must wait to see the results. Remember to carry the fierce confidence of the boar with you through different phases of your journey. Remind yourself of what you can gain from following your dreams. So, in other words, patience will bring you, and this is true, of what you really want and what you dream of, as long as you have the confidence, strength, and courage. Confidence in yourself is very important. Having strength to have that confidence is courage. So, you, when you carry that confidence and you remind yourself of what you're going to gain, your dreams can definitely come true. Again, if this resonates with you, leave a comment and let me know how that resonates with you. I'm also told when I have the card in my hand, to really concentrate on the card and the energy it brings. But those are the thoughts I have. Does anyone want a reading here? I'm practicing my Oracle, the Tarot of the Woodland Wards. Does anyone want their own specific reading? Another one for the collective, please, top card. Something else I've learned with my Oracle, and it works with the Tarot as well. You're nice and gentle with them. And then I always say top card because I used to use my pendulum and go over every card individual, or not groups of cards individually, and my pendulum would tell me what card needs to be done. Now I've just learned through spirit message to just use that. Well, this one just spit out, so I'll just see if this is this. There's two of arrows. Two of Arrows. The Two of Arrows appears when a choice must be made. A blindfold mole stands before us, holding two arrows in its paws. While many people believe that moles are blind, they can in fact see and are quite perceptive in their darkness. Subterranean environments. Let's see here. Pliny the Elder wrote that the mole are admired by musicians for its I'm not even okay. Lack of sight. According to Pliny, a life spent underground with the dead gave the animal supernatural abilities. Perhaps such mystical gifts will aid you in your decision making. Here, the mole's blindfold reminds us that bias may cloud our judgment, and that we must rely on other sense when making a choice. Weigh each arrow, feel out your options, and explore the possibilities in your mind. So there's difficult decisions ahead. The choice weighs heavily on you. Take your time gathering information about each option before moving forward, and remember to refusing to decide is still a choice. So basically you have choices, but gather your information and be knowledgeable before you're making those choices. And not making a choice is also an option. This is so adorable. This deck is just awesome. So, this is me practicing, and I have a couple of things I plan on doing with this before I make it a modality. I really want to have the confidence in what I do for the tarot readings. I've been told that the suits don't make, I mean, they make a difference, they tell things, but also they they play a big part, but they're not like huge important to know in your beginning. Now, as you evolve, is a different story. They become more important, start to make more sense, because I know that the wands, pentacles, cups, and arrows, the different suits mean like air, water, light, much like witchcraft. They involve the elements, which is what tarot is about. Which witchcraft is about elements, working with the air, water, earth, what it's about. So tarot is very similar. So I'm going to continue to work with it. I see a few people have popped in here. Anyone want a reading? Would anyone like a reading on the live here? So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do another one. Oh, I also got dowsing rods. Oh, would you like a reading, Marie? I also have my dowsing rods. The Fae in me. That I should need to get some dowsing rods because I really don't like pendulums. Okay, I will do a reading for you. Okay, that one fell right out. Was this one meant for Marie? Okay, well that jumped right out. The Hierophant. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but we'll find out. Trying to do this one-handed is also interesting. Oh, there we are. The Hierophant. A spiritual leader. The Hierophant, if I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, watches over and guides his flock with the attention and care of a shepherd. Shepherds, sheep, and lambs all appear as symbols of faith in Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. And it's no coincidence that pastor, a title for some church leaders, is derived from Latin word for shepherd. The Hierophant preaches to two acolytes e- eager to learn from him. He stands between stone pillars, symbolizing his intermediary position between animal kind and the gods. The keys adorn his stole, representing the keys to heaven. The Hierophant deals with spirituality and faith, but this card also invites us to think through problems as both teacher and student. Keep our minds open to learning while sharing our expertise and experiences we are we are called upon. You feel like a novice, it may be time to seek out a mentor. If you are an expert, it is time to share your knowledge. You may even learn more from your students than they learn from you. I hear art class. What do you think of that, Marie? I hear art class. I mean, you're very artistic. Sharing your knowledge. Yeah, I mean, I've watched some of your videos, how you put the robots together. It is just cool. So maybe you're meant to show other people. I mean, you don't, okay, so teaching doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and teach. YouTube's a great teacher. Or if you do know some place where you could teach people, maybe you said maybe there's an art community. Um, Maybe there's some place in your community where you can set up something once a week and have classes. Um, Things like that. But I know you're very artistic. You have a really good talent. So maybe you're meant to teach other people what you do. I mean, I got that same card, and so I'm thinking about how I did that. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you know how there's so many YouTube tutorials out there. That's how I learned how to do my wire wrapping and my jewelry. And I'm learning how to do the tarot as well because I really I'd like to, before I start something, I need to I like to not fully understand it, but at least have a concept of it. And you can do the same. You know, you have it sounds like you got a really firm knowledge of how to make things. So maybe it's time for you to teach. I mean, like when you make your robots, you use a certain type of wood. What materials do you use? How do you resource how you make your robots? Or do you only make robots? What else do you make? You know, for me, I what I don't teach necessarily unless people learn things of how I do it, which is wonderful. But I don't do jewelry tutorials just because I just don't really want to. However, if someone asks me, like if I'm at a market, how do I make my things? Where do I source my things? What are my materials made of? I'll tell them what I do. Right. So if you made a video or you went to your local group or a community or whatever, and you taught that way, that would be good. And also, if you charge a couple bucks for it, you can make a little something from that and use it towards your materials or become a teacher with it and make some money with classes. You know, some classes, you they pay for the class. That class sometimes they have to bring their own materials, and sometimes you bring the materials. It just depends, and maybe that fee is involved plus your time. You know, YouTube. If you make long enough videos and people watch them enough, and you get enough views and enough subscribers, you get paid by YouTube. Or if you just want to do it just for the fun of it, there's that too. So, anyone else would like a uh, tarot reading? I'm using the tarot of the Woodland One Wardens. Oh, you're welcome. See, this is just I'm practicing because this is going to be a modality for me. Um, much like my energy healing and um, the other abilities I'm learning, I'm also doing this as well, the tarot. And the tarot can involve, I can do the tarot plus an energy healing as well. And I'll combine those and just have this too. So I'm practicing and having fun with it. Oh, yeah. I'm not quite at the point of doing it yet as a paid modality, unless somebody sees this and wants to tip me for whatever because it helped. That I'm fine with that. That works for me. I always love tips, but I want to practice a little bit more before I get into it, and then I'll be doing it. It won't be too much longer. I have a couple of friends who are helping me with that, and if you want me to, I can do that too. Um, we can do an on like a phone message like I did last time for your reading and do it that way. So yes, if this resonates with you, totally let me know. And again, this is what I did. And I know it's some people, I don't have a way to invert it, or I would. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're watching this on the replay, like, subscribe, comment, be great. And yeah, I'm going to try doing these a little bit more often. Practice, practice, practice. Love, light, and blessed be. Stay witchy. Love y'all. Take care. And thank you.